Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. I got a little stack plus something else to show you that I haven't read. But I did buy it, so that counts, right? Let's get into this. First of all, we have issue 11 of Aquaman. It is a DCKO tie-in. DCKO is a new thing where everyone's fighting everybody else and it sounds stupid. So I don't like when my books get stuck in there. Jeremy Adams is our writer. Nimit Malavia is doing the art. The artwork, by the way, Nimit is gorgeous. Same crew of people. We got the Hammerhead Shark Man. We got Aquaman with his new powers. Stuff like that. We have Zan and Jana Zan. So half of the Wonder Twins. There was a thing in here, I'm not going to look for it, where they're like, the parademons are in this because Darkseid's in it. The parademons are in it. It's like an Aquaman learned about them, and Aquaman knows what a freaking parademon is. Please don't make him think that he doesn't know what a parademon is. It's okay. It's a tie-in book, so I hate it. Alright, Supergirl number 7. You can't ever go wrong with a Thanksgiving issue. You don't get those very often, especially one with a shark on the cover. So let's get... Wow, they sure do make that tiny. Sophie Campbell is our writer, artist, cover writer. So yes, it's all Sophie Campbell art, so it looks awesome. We start right off with a bang where there's a new kind of kryptonite that turns Supergirl into a mermaid because Princess Shark needs her help to help with a curse. So while she's helping her, we have everyone getting Thanksgiving ready and understanding what Thanksgiving is and inviting everybody over for Thanksgiving. And then there's the sea hag that wants to get rid of a curse that the Princess Shark has in her tummy, which is actually just a baby sea hag. But it's a fun filled issue. It's always good. You get a big spread of everybody having some delicious foods. They even made tofurkey for the vegans, and they had a good time. So this is a pretty good, just a solid issue with a bizarre cliffhanger to it, but it's a good book. Okay, so here let's save those for last. Let's do all of those last because one of those weird coinky-dink things. Issue 3 of the Blue Falcon and Dynamite. When I was much younger, I loved the Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Jimmy Palmiotti is our writer. Pasquale Qualano is our art. I prefer my Dynamite to be a goofball. He's not in this. He's a robot dog who can save Blue Falcon and is very good at his job. Also kills people. There were bad guys. He blew them up. There was an eyeball. It was pretty interesting. So, and they're all after the Blue Falcon's belt that will... I don't know what it does, to be honest. But, yeah, so he's Dynamite's shooting missiles at people. There's an eyeball. Things like that. Not a big fan of that kind of thing, but whatever. I'll have to get over it, right? So other than that, it's still kind of fun. Blue Falcon and Dynamite. I didn't even look to see if there were better covers. Let me take a look at their covers. All the covers are really dark art for some reason. So, no. There's no real good cover. Let's take a look at next issue's Hello. Take a look at next issue's cover. About the same. Alright. It's still fun. Speaking of fun, issue 2, I think, of 3... Fantagraphics is releasing Uncle Scrooge stories with Flintheart Glomgold, who's tricking Uncle Scrooge. Let's see. And this is not going... I don't think this is going to give me any art people. I don't think they did that back then. But because this is like a reprint of a story from a foreign comic magazine or something. It's fun. It's mildly reminiscent of Carl Barks. They have big adventures. Things are getting blown up and stuff like that. But we find out that Flintheart Glomgold is actually evil. No kidding. But yeah, it's a good time. It's the ducks. It's everybody. Scrooge, Donald, Huey, Dewey, Louie. All right, now see here I have in my hand 3 comic books. Three. Now, admittedly, Godzilla vs. Kansas City did not come out this week. So, but because I didn't bother to ask for it, which is weird because they're all issue 1. There's no such thing. They're called one-shots, so that you can't ask for the series. So I did tell Bill down at Fanfare, just put the word Godzilla in my pull list. If it says Godzilla on the title, it goes in the box. All right, so we have 4 stories. Make a Mark, story and art by Buster Moody. You know, nothing worse than having to bust a Moody. Tornado Watch, scripts and layouts by Freddie E. Williams II, finishing inks by Buster Moody. Local Flavor, story by Kyle Stram and Jake Smith, written by Kyle Stram, art by Jake Smith. And finally, Lost in the Sauce, story by Kyle Stram, written by Carl Stram, art by Baldemar Rivas. Thought it was going to be Buster Moody. So it's 4 different Godzilla stories. The first one, I'm sorry, but we already did Skate or Die. There was an actual 4-issue miniseries of skaters ground level during a Godzilla attack. So, artwork's nice. It's not as good as Skate or Die, but we already had this story, and then you're sticking it in here, which didn't make any sense. Then we have where Kansas City has a giant way to repel kaiju with a force field or whatever. And those one weird guys with the neck brace and the sunglasses, whose names are Zillions, I think. That doesn't sound right. But they're in it. The artwork's fine. Then we have a Godzilla Film Festival where he's fighting mutant barbecue sauce. Looks something like that. This is that one. It looks like the art from that one series we talked about a while back with the really cool, hyper weird underground art for Godzilla. And he had to fight the plant mushroom monster thing. So, I mean, you know, it's okay. They sure are obsessed with barbecue sauce in Kansas City, however. So the last one is literally about somebody whose barbecue sauce isn't selling, and they get pictures of them fighting, helping to fight the monster with Godzilla. Monster's kind of cool looking. Big eyeball. There you go. Alright, so. But, yeah, it's another one of the... And then I don't know if we get another one. This might have been the last one. I'm not sure. If we do, we'll find out. Alright, and now you know the Kaisai. We're up to issue 4 of almost all of them. Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. With a giant little girl. It's written by Ethan Parker and Griffin Sheridan. Art by Pablo Tonica. And this little girl who is madly in love with Godzilla decides to go into the dead zone to see Godzilla and ends up turning into a giant girl. See, look, she's giant. And then we have our guy who's part kaiju and the 2 kids that hang out with him. And it's it's weird. The people inside have now got verification from the little girl that nobody in the outside world thinks there's anything alive in the dead zone. They're like, well, it's the dead zone. There's nothing alive in there. They have no idea it's populated with people and cities and stuff. So our kaiju man, a little ticked off. So that's 2 Godzillas in a row. Can you guess what this one is then? That's right. The team up you never knew you wanted. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Godzilla. Look at that artwork. That's really pretty. Let's see who's the responsible Chuckalux for this. Writer Tim Seeley. Artist Fero Pei. Fero, F-E-R-O, Pei, P-E. And it's basically is weaving Godzilla lore into turtle lore. So like the reason the foot are around and stuff like that. It's a great picture though. So I expected nothing from this. And I got all the turtles. I got Rocksteady. I got Bebop. I got the robot turtle that hangs out with them. Some gorgeous artwork. Splinter's there. And yeah, I expected nothing from it. And there's also Krang, who's going to make a new mutagen called Kaiju-ten. which doesn't sound great. Casey Jones is in it. First issue, you got Ghidorah showing up. It's very, very good. And the alternate cover with Godzilla and Godzuki from the old Godzilla cartoon. I expected this to be crap, and it was pretty good. So, here, let's do our Divian. See, I'm not going to count the turtles as heroes. I'm sorry if they are for you. That's good. Good for you. But they're with Godzilla, so they don't get paid. Uncle Scrooge doesn't get one. Okay, so we got 3 superheroes and 4 non-superheroes. Now here's the special thing. I'm getting the stink eye about not counting the turtles as superheroes, but whatever. Ooh, what's this? Oh, there we go. So this is a epic collection where they take a certain story arc and put it out. This is Moon Knight. I get all things Moon Knight because J.M. DeMatteis is the author in all of this. Apparently there's some other writers in here as well. Howard Mackey, Chuck Dixon, Al Milgrom, and Terry Kavanagh. The pencilers are Ron Garney, J.J. Birch, and Mark Bagley. Inkers are Tom Palmer, J.J. Birch, and Randy Emberlin. Front cover art is obviously Bill Sienkiewicz, who's kind of a tool. But yeah, it's Moon Knight. And my buddy J.M. DeMatteis, my good friend J.M. DeMatteis, the writer, is apparently wrote quite a bit of this. I don't know if does it divvy it up as to who wrote what. Let's take a look, shall we? Shall we peek into the covers and see if it does? It does not. So, one of those you find out as you go. I assume he did the Scarlet Redemption part, so that would be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, 6 issues. So, anyways, I had to have it. If you buy things brand new at Fanfare the week they come out, you get 20% off. So this is $49.99. Let's round it up, shall we, and call it $50. So that would be $10 off. So $50 book for $40. Square bound. Nice silky paper. There you go. So I had to have it. I thought I'd show it to you. I have not read it yet. I'm reading Sandman Mystery Theater Volume 2 right now. So after that, I'll probably read that. Okay, here we go. So, we did the count already. Yes, let's go ahead and talk about where you're going to go read your comic books. If you live in Kalamazoo, you got 2 choices. Fanfare Comics and Cards on Westnedge and Rocket Comics on Portage. I go to Fanfare because I've done it forever. As I mentioned, they have a club. It's $5 a year. You get 20% off of all new books when they come out. And all new books means floppies, square bound. It doesn't matter. If it came out that week, it's 20% off, which is a really great deal. Okay, and then they have things like 50-cent bins, dollar bins. Rocket Comic, I think, has some quarter bins still. And it's a good way to, leaf through stuff and see things you might like. Because, yeah, sure, there's superheroes in here, but this week it's mostly Godzilla and turtles and ducks. So, very little superheroing going on. That's just Aquaman, Supergirl, and then Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Blue Falcon and Dynamite are not quite in the same league as Aquaman and Supergirl. So, not a lot of superhero this week. And then you can also read them online. You can read them online. There's a million places you can go. If you prefer something not capes and cartoony, they have other things you can read. The library is always free. It's hard to get the book and take it home and find out you like it, and then you got to give it back. But if you do that, you can probably find it either online or at your local comic book store. You can even ask your local comic book store to order it for you. If you don't see something at the comic book store, you should tell them, can you order this for me? Because 9 times out of 10, they will order this for you. So, not too bad. So, I managed to get on the horse and get these all read right away because I take them to work with me and I can read them on my lunch break. So that makes it a little bit easier to get it out, the show back to weekly instead of the erratic schedule we've had while I've been playing Job Search Monkey. Since I have the job now, ta-da! Within 6 months, I should be able to gravitate to working straight from home, which will be a vast improvement over everything. So there's that going for me. All right, so wish me luck on that. And in the meantime, go read a comic book.